Hello everybody, welcome back to WWTF, the Wonder Classic Game Show. I'm Mike C.
And I'm Fred White.
Hey! Today we're talking about a movie. A highly anticipated movie. I don't know what
You don't know. You don't know that?
Yeah, I know. We talking about Transformers, y'all. Transformers, what is it?
The Last Night?
The Last Night, yes.
But before we start talking about it, as always, we like to give it a number of facts. I saw a little bit of the movie, not enough to give it any facts. Mike saw the whole thing. Mike, what do you give Transformers?
A 2.
Damn. Michael Bay.
Kaboom boom.
I know it was a lot of explosions.
It was a lot of explosions. They were pretty.
Woo.
Unnecessary.
A lot of Band-Aids was handed out during this
A lot of
film.
Band-Aids. All right, and right
Is
now,
it going to be a spoiler?
yeah, it's going to be a spoiler. I'm going to talk about this a little bit.
So if you don't want to hear it, just hold your ears like this.
Yeah, you heard my rating too, so hold off if you want. No, I'm going to stop you guys right in your tracks. Okay, so Transformers, Last Night. First of all, so like Kevin Hart. First of all, I want to talk about, first of all, I want to talk about the beginning of it, man. The show,
I can't comment on the beginning. The horses and all
yeah,
that.
the show comes on, you're like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Because it didn't make no sense compared to how, what was that, last night, Age of Extinction ended and how this began. It was like, it jumped to a whole new storyline, 1600 years in the past, and you got knights and everything going, and it just didn't make sense. They look like they tried to take, Transformers from the cartoon and then the new Transformers Prime, and they try to make this all into one movie. Like, first of all, you got the knights fighting, and then you got Merlin and all that stuff, King Arthur type of crap. Okay, you up there. Because let me take it back. I tried to walk into this movie with an open mind because I already heard some reviews about it. I said, man, I'm going to give it a chance. I like the last one. This one's definitely got to be good. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say about that. And then, at the beginning of, if you ever watched Transformers the cartoon or anything growing up, Transformers escape Cybertron and fighting Decepticons, and then they crash into a mountain. And they slept for like 1,000 years or something like that. This was like in dinosaurs when they crashed into the mountain. And then they have the knight there appearing, saying that, and Merlin's talking to the knight. It just didn't. Merlin's a drunk. And, it just didn't
The
make
comedic
sense,
part
man.
I didn't like.
There was no comedic parts up in it. And then I'm going to jump to, they tried to do too much with this movie. It was just messy because you jump from one place, then you jump into Cuba, then you jump into Egypt, then you jump in. It was too much jumping around. You jump to Stonehenge, and then that's not what that movie should have been about. You know what I'm saying? You just got lost in the confusion. I got a couple little winks up in there too, because it was just, your mind just trying to wrap around everything they're trying to do, and it just didn't make sense. And then, Optimus trying to find his creator, okay, which was Quintessa, okay? She was supposed to be a Quintessence, but they never explained none of that stuff, right? It's like they took elements of what the Transformer universe is, and then just try to meld it all together to make some type of sense. I don't know if this dude was on LSD or something when he was writing the script or something like that. I don't know, but it just didn't make sense. It was everywhere, man.
I think they messed up the movie at the beginning when they killed off robots.
Yeah.
Because as fans of Transformers, now this is going back to the 80s and the 90s, right? If you are a fan of the original Transformers, why would you start killing off bots that everybody was a fan favorite of? Like Jazz. I knew Jazz was going to get killed off. Jazz had the black voice. Jazz had the black voice, and he was the first one to go, just like every Hollywood movie, horror movie. The black guy is the first one to get killed. And when they killed him, when Megatron ripped him apart, he said, "You want to piece me? We're here to take two." I was like, yeah, that's the black one.
And then, you haven't seen the whole thing, but jumping to the movie, okay, they try to cut a deal with the Decepticons and everything, and then Megatron wanted to get some people out of jail, okay? Then it was a typical type of black man. They had one Transformer with gold chains on. You know what I'm saying? Then they had one Transformer with some damn stuff coming out of his head like dreads and stuff, man. And then they was doing the yo-yo-yo stuff and mofo and all that stuff. And then unnecessary cussing up in this job. This was explicit city. They had Transformers cussing and stuff like that. I'm like, come on, man. Transformers never cuss, bro. Come on, man. You just taking it all out of... I don't know who they were trying to appeal to for this. I think young adults.
Michael Bay messed this up. In my opinion, Michael Bay screwed this Transformers series up. They're going to have to reboot this thing. You know what I'm saying? Explosions and Transformers that I grew up and never knew about. All these new bots that they have, they weren't on the original cartoon.
The only ones that were up on there was, of course, you know, Optimus.
Optimus, Bumblebee.
Hound was on there.
Hound.
Jazz, the paramedic Doc. Doc was on there. They killed him off in the freaking fourth one at the beginning. Shoot, everybody. And then they introduced Hot Rod. Hot Rod, you know, from the generation, so Hot Rod was in this movie, okay? And this is from Transformers the movie. Y'all was introduced to Hot Rod and everything, right? They made him French, okay? And then it just didn't make sense as far as them introducing him because it didn't flow. You know what I'm saying? I was excited to see Hot Rod, but then he started speaking and stuff. I was like, man, what are they doing? What are they doing with this movie, man? It just isn't making sense. Yeah.
That's the new bots they should have introduced. You know, like Ultra Magnus, Hot Rod,
right.
They
RC. Come on, man.
They didn't introduce any of these things. And like I said, as a fan of the Transformers, I think that the series, I don't think any of them were good enough. I thought all of them was bad.
I liked a couple of them. I liked the first one, the third one, and Age of Extinction was okay for me, you know, but man, this jump was just horrible, man. I mean, like, I was just, and I tried to go to this movie with an open mind, man. I turned my mind off when I started watching this. I said, okay, give it a check. My wife was like, what the hell is this? And that just made me laugh or whatever. Is this the movie? She thought it was, you know, silence your cell phones or something. She thought it was one of those, right, at the beginning of it. I said, no, that's a Transformer. See the Transformer? He's flying. He's a dragon. That's a Transformer.
Big names don't make a movie. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. And then my man, what's his name? Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
So
Anthony Hopkins, yeah.
These big names don't make movies, man. And I think Michael Bay just disrespected every Transformer fan of our generation.
Yeah.
These movies gonna have to do a reboot, and they're gonna have to do it right. Go back to the drawing table, watch the 80 cartoons, and introduce all of the bots.
They got the whole script, bro. It's already written for them. They
don't need to do nothing else but just sit.
If they want to make a live action from that, go right ahead. Introduce Spike, Bumblebee, and stuff like that. Get them to be the little Volkswagen. I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? But just do it right. Just do it right, man. I wouldn't even mind if they went into the, you know, as far as they saw the ship up in the mountain or whatever. If they even begin with that, I would have been sold, man. But they try to do their own thing. Oh boy, want to direct this crazy stuff. And then, oh boy, that was in the first one, dude from Section 7. It was like, what was he doing? What was he doing up in this movie? I enjoyed seeing him and everything, but, you know, he was over in Cuba and just telling everybody where to go. I'm like, it just didn't connect. Like, everybody's out on the run. Mark Wahlberg's a fugitive, and everybody trying to get him. And
it has nothing to do with the original cartoon, man.
Yeah, and then the little blue bucket bot or whatever.
Yeah, I watched it up to the point where they was in the junkyard and the dude was like, I'm tired of being in this.
Yeah,
and that's when
that whole scene, that junkyard scene should have just been scrapped from the thing. There was no sense for that jump to be there.
Mike, listen to this, man.
Final verdict.
Final verdict. I don't even have to do a graphic. It's not a movie ticket at all.
It's not a movie ticket. Wait for it to stream it or wait for it to come on TV, man. Don't waste your money to go see this movie, man.
If you are a Transformers fan, I think you're going to be offended by this movie.
Yes, because, man, it was just chaos, bro.
And to the guy, if he watches this show, if you remember me and your son got into an argument when we went to go see the first Transformers movie, and your son kept telling me that Bumblebee was a cheater, and I had to correct your son and let him know that Bumblebee was the original Volkswagen. Yeah. You and I was the same age. Correct your child. Don't send your child to the movie and sit by me and he trying to tell me facts about my childhood. Correct your kids, y'all.
There are different series of Transformers, okay?
I'm talking about the original.
I know what you're talking about. I know what he's talking about, too. He's talking about Beast Wars.
Yeah, Beast Wars. I'm not counting Beast Wars.
I know you wasn't. You're talking about the original.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
The original.
He said, no, he wasn't. He was a cheater. I can see that argument right there. That was a funny argument.
I was like, if I catch you walking out of this and the theater's still dark, I'm going to trip your ass.
Stop being no kids, friend.
I'm glad he ain't get up and go to the bathroom because I was damn sure going to follow him. I was going to whip his kid. Him, daddy. Yeah, man.
Oh,
that's
man.
it.
Oh, man.
Let's end the show before child abuse. So you can give me a call.
CBS.
Yeah.
Anything else to add? No, that's it.
Hello? That's it. They on the phone right now.
Alright, like always, you guys can hit us up at thagamersshow@gmail.com. That's Gamer Show with the name. Don't forget to head over to the Facebook store where you can find lower price products. Don't forget to hit us up on vTime. And don't forget to subscribe to become a Gamers Club member.
And please remember to like, subscribe, and follow all our social media networks. Join our Steam community and our website community where you can get some free stuff.
Right.
And we'll see you next time on WWTF.
We want the facts.
The Gamer Show.
Thanks for tuning in. Keep on watching.